Everything I do it to be the best at it. Those are the voiceover words that we see as Damon, Simone, Keisha, and Thea are pushing through as we open up season 2's trailer. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All-American Homecoming video. And when I tell y'all, this trailer has me so hype, so excited, so on the edge of my seat, can't wait, chomping at the bit for what we're about to get in the season. I'm ready. Are y'all ready? In this video, we are going to be breaking down in full the season 2 trailer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. It's clear that we're picking up pretty much right where we left off with the season finale of season 1. In this season, we're going to see Damon struggling with not only, well, the first episode, we're going to see him struggling with his decision, and he's going to make a decision on whether he's going to stay at Brixton or go to Hawkins. Ultimately, by the looks of the trailer, it looks like he does decide to go to Hawkins, which creates a additional tension now that he's in a relationship with Thea. We get a moment where she's like, I thought that we were building something real here. I believe that the trailer is really just glimpses of like the first 3 episodes of the season. I don't think this is actually like a full-on season trailer. I think we're getting a lot of sneak peeks into what we're going to see in the first episode, but I doubt that any of these moments go beyond episode 3 or 4 in season 2. The trailer opens with Damon working out in his room, of course, you know, because he has this big decision on his head. He don't want to play for his dad, which is the driving force of why he wants to go to Hawkins, because at the end of season 1, we saw him confront Jessie Raymond Jr. about, you know, pressuring Celine to give him up and hiding the fact that Damon could be his son. He thought that because he had a vasectomy that couldn't be the case, but it's very, very clear, the writing's on the wall. Not only that, but like they have similar mannerisms and everything, but whatever. So Damon's number one driving factor that is like pushing him to leave Brixton is that now Jessie Raymond Jr. is stepping in to be interim coach while Coach Turner gets himself together. And I'm just like, Coach Turner, can you please hurry the hell up? Because we do not have time for it. Because we know that over at Hawkins is that old ass, raggedy ass coach that was the problem for this baseball program to begin with. He don't give a damn about grades. He don't give a damn about fraud or lying. So while you are a star athlete, MLB hopeful regardless, he's just going to prey on you and benefit off of your talent. He's not going to be a coach that's actually going to push you to level up as a player, as a leader, as a person. And again, I hate that for you. And then on top of that, like Thea said, she thought y'all were building something special there. Like there's something to be said about being on the same campus as your girlfriend, being able to, and y'all both are like elite athletes. Like their relationship and the setup for their relationship just works. They have this built-in support system. They both living on campus. They both understand performing at a high level. Thea is very new to the whole relationship thing, so she is open and trying her very freaking best. Like, Damon, why would you walk away from this? I hate this for you, but I get it. Like, you can't even stand to look at Jessie Raymond Jr. Now, we get a few moments of him, you know, playing with Brixton, but then also getting on the field with Hawkins by the end. And we also give Auntie Amara, who is now the new dean at Brixton, or president, she gives him 48 hours to make a choice. That was really weird to me, because I'm just like, if he's choosing to leave the team, they don't have the power to put a time crunch on it. Like, what you gonna do? Go find another MLB hopeful to turn over his dreams of going pro in the name of pursuing truth about his family and just wanting to help y'all HBCU out? They don't just got MLB hopefuls lying around on the ground for you to go and scoop up, girl. Like, the moment where we get to see her actually say that, I'm just like, and then if he don't in 48 hours, what? You gonna kick him off? Okay, well then go ahead, shut your whole program down, girl, because y'all program wasn't before him and it won't be after him. How about that? But, you know, they just had to give us a little moment of Auntie Amara. That's like the only time we get to see her, aside from like when Spencer is there. And they're all at Auntie Amara's little crib. They're probably having a little Sunday dinner. It's like around Christmas time, which y'all know we're getting on October 10th. We're getting a crossover event. So there are going to be Simone and Keisha and Cam from Homecoming on All American, and Jordan and Spencer from All American is going to be on Homecoming. I'm really interested to see how these storylines are going to play out. Homecoming comes on after All American, so I don't know how, but maybe because Simone and Jordan made peace or whatever, they decide to come and visit her at Bringston. Like, the way that they explain this, I am sitting on the edge of my seats, because I'm just like, what the hell is Spencer doing here? Why is he in Atlanta? Did you just want Zaxby's that bad? Why is Jordan here? And not only why is Jordan here confronting Damon and then swinging on Damon? Like, what is actually going on? Do you want Layla or don't you? Because the way that you were acting after Simone left and y'all broke up, and that same night or a few hours later, your ass is on a football field talking about, oh, I want Layla.
Team dumped? No way. I want Layla. I just mean that. What I mean by that is Layla and I played together.
I mean, I want Layla on my team. And then fast forward to the season finale, and you're just kissing her with this hopeless romantic ass love song in the background, like, oh, this was just so meant to be. Why are you swinging on Damon? You should have no more qualms. You should have no more issues. You got what you really wanted. What is this, Jordan Baker? The world would love to know. And it's so clear in this scene, y'all. Damon is trying to ignore him. Damon like sees Jordan and is trying to go around him like, yo, I ain't got time for this. And Jordan like stops him. And then they get into it. And I cannot wait to see the rest of that scene play out, because I just know in my spirit, in my soul, that Damon puts them paws on him and Jordan gets his ass beat. Jordan has gotten off, except for when Spencer trucked his ass. At the cafe, that Beverly Hills cafe that they love to go to and play pool at. Aside from then, Jordan has gotten hella haymakers off with no repercussions. And I think that this is where the buck stops, because he has run into a Chicago, and Damon is about to show him what it is and what it ain't. And I cannot wait to see it. Jordan, you thought you was out for 6 to 8 weeks because you swung on Wade, broke your wrist. Now you about to lose a femur, sir. Now you about to dislocate your elbow because you wanted to come down to Atlanta and get into a fight and get your ass beat. You know, sometimes we gotta learn things the hard way, I suppose. I'm totally here for it. If Jordan don't come to Atlanta to do nothing else except for get beat up, I'm completely happy with whatever episode of this falls into. That sounds bad, but I don't care. This trailer has so many juicy good bits in it. Again, we don't know why Spencer's there, but we are going to get to see Spencer and Simone talk, and you know, him really so into her. I really always adored like the brother sister vibe that I got from Simone and Spencer, so I'm looking forward to that, especially with her being in the season of her pulling back from Damon, her being at odds with Thea. She still does have Keisha, but of course Keisha's in a new relationship. You know how that goes. In this trailer, we get to see that Nate is in a new relationship or a situationship or something. Got her little chocolate up on the elevator. So maybe she don't feel like she has as much attention as she had when she originally arrived there and had all of the support and all these people surrounding her, and having Spencer being there to be able to give her advice and to sew into her and to help put her back into a competitive space, because most of the trailer and what we see from Simone is just her not backing down from a fight, her not cowering, her deciding that she's coming for everything that she wants and more. It looks like she's at the best level that she could possibly be when it comes to her tennis, even though we get a moment with Coach Lonnie like they have to be the best, there's no other options, which just forces her to step up to another level. It looks like Simone is just working very, 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 very hard, and I'm excited to see her this way. What I am a little bit nervous about, y'all, is just like having to pick a side. Like, so many people are like in my DMs and posting comments on social in response to me of like, we gonna be on Simone's side, and it's not that clear for me. Like, I get that Thea misunderstood what's going on, has Simone misunderstood and it has assumed certain things, but I understand why. Thea has not had any friendships like this ever in her life. She doesn't know what it means to really be a full friend. She's just walking into that. She's just experiencing that now that she's been confronted with Nate and Simone and Keisha and like having this group. So her immediately after suffering misfortune of like spraining her shoulder and like the poor coincidence of events to make it look like, or to have the narrative seem like Simone was actually trying to sabotage her, because she has experience being sabotaged, right? Like we saw her last season being being sabotaged by the girl who she had been playing with pretty much all of her, or playing against pretty much her whole life. It's not too far-fetched for her to be like, wow, you only befriended me so that you could just take my spot. So I'm not really mad at Thea for that. I think that it's a thing that she has to experience. She has to learn that she's wrong in, and then they can make their way back to each other. I don't like having to choose between the two, because I think that Thea has shown herself to be a true competitor, to be a person who is so focused and about her craft in her sport and deserving of every single accolade and award that she has actually received. And for me, we're very new to Simone walking into tennis, right? Like Thea has been doing this jump since she was like 2 years old. Simone, they have said it, but then she stopped and got pregnant and gave up and then had came back to it, and it's just like we haven't seen that same amount of work put in. So I have yet to be able to pick a side of like, oh yeah, Simone over Thea when it comes to tennis, just because I feel like I have registered Thea's work ethic, and I understand that injuries happen, and I know how hard it is to overcome them. Like my senior year in college, I tore my meniscus, and I decided to play through it because surgery would have taken me out for my complete senior season, and I wasn't having that. I wound up getting surgery on my meniscus like 2 or 3 weeks before graduation, and was on crutches walking across the stage during graduation because I refused to miss out on my season. So like I really still do empathize with Thea, even if she's going back into her mean girl season, even if she is misunderstanding and misrepresenting some of the things that are happening, because I do believe that at her core, she's a really good girl. She's a good character, and she's making the best decision with the information that she has. Unfortunately, she has had years and years of experience of negative reinforcement of people just not being there for her. And I do think that we're going to see her open up, learn how wrong she is about Simone, and move to a better place of release as she's fighting her way back onto the court, as she, you know, goes further in her relationship with Damon, fleshes out her friendship with Nate, and like really gets settled in the understanding of like, you can craft a community that really is down for you and is going to be with you 100%. But that is what her journey is going to look like. So I ain't going to actually fault her for that. And I also think it's great TV to see. Like some people need to be able to see this so that they can know they can make it happen for themselves in life as well. But I am also still rooting for Simone. Like I'm rooting for her being out of this relationship and just getting hella focused, not thinking about Damon, not thinking about Jordan, just thinking about tennis and school. Like if she really wants to go pro and be the next Serena, I want to see that this season. I want to see Simone actually shift to this pro hopeful that she wants to be. Like we have seen it with Spencer, we have seen it with Damon, we get the peaks of it with Thea, but like now it is Simone's time, and I think that this season is going to be a major focus point for her in developing in that way, and how she manages her interpersonal relationships in addition to it. But again, that's going to be the main focus. In the trailer, we also get to see Keisha dancing, because we know that she's decided to, you know, go full out into performing and dance and living that truth. We believe that she's given up her, you know, pre-med major, and maybe now she's majoring in dance. But of course, as you make that decision to pivot and do something that's a little less secure, so they say, and more artsy or whatever, there's challenges that come with that. And that's what it looks like is reading on her face in the little split seconds that we get to see. We get to see Coach Marcus Turner giving advice, as he always does. It looks like he's on his meds. Thank God, child. Hopefully we back to Uncle Marcus in this season, and he has himself together, because Lord knows Damon is going to need him. Damon putting on this damn green and black, it just sent me, y'all. Like I really just hate this for you. You look at how you looking now, Damon. Now, Jesus. Amen. You looking how you looking in both uniforms, but just come on back to Brinkston, baby, because this is not gonna work out well for us. Now, going real quick to Nate, like I said, the little chocolate drop in the elevator. I am so excited that we're about to get a fleshed out story for Nate with love interest, probably struggling within school, trying to balance life and love. I am totally here for it. Can't wait to see it. Old boy from Hawkins is also shown in the trailer for a split second because Damon's in the weight room with him, spotting him, I believe. So they come to a common ground. Well, they kind of did last season, but now I guess they're going to find a way to be friends, especially if they're going to be on the same team. Oh, wait, no. He's going to have a problem with that because if Damon comes over to Hawkins, they play the same position. And Damon was the problem of why he couldn't come to Brinkston. Oh, hell. Not other little fine chocolate yo about to still have beef. Damon just gonna have beef on top of beef on top of beef this season. Lord help us. Lord help us. And JR is also going to struggle, even though his dad is the coach on the team. He seems like he is still going to struggle in his place on the team and how things move forward. We get a little split second of him in this trailer. Y'all, I'm excited for everything that everybody got going on. I want to see it injected into my veins. Give it to me, except for Jesse Raymond Jr. He throwing his head up against this little board. I don't give a damn about how frustrated you are, sir. You deserve to be constipated and uncomfortable for the next foreseeable future, the way I feel about how you did these boys. So yeah, no. Jesse Raymond Sr. and Jordan Baker, both of y'all asses can go to hell if you ask me. But other than that, the trailer was lit. It is such a dope preview to what we're going to get in season 2. Thea versus Simone. Damon versus Jordan. Damon versus damn everybody at this point. Auntie Amara about to get this university in tip-top shape. Coach Turner, when you gonna add that coach back to the front of your name? We got so many questions, and on October 10th we're gonna start to get the answers. It's your good sis, you let it talk TV with. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about the trailer? What are you excited to see? What are you anticipating most? What questions do you have? Let me know all that and more in the comment section down below. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my All-American Homecoming videos. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.